here through on the wave as
no one's
MDK
there.
are crashing the wave into the top lane tier 1.
This is guaranteed kill. He's level 1.
Alvaro already flashing, hits level 2 right after the flash. Levi has to back out of the way of the Turbid aggro. Supa arrives, and the GAM dive fails on the first pass. It looks like they're coming back in to try to keep it going. Here is Alvaro about to be killed. There it is. Supa wants to get one back onto Levi, but he doesn't quite have the damage here just yet. Flashing past the grand entrance. Supa picks up Levi, makes it a 1-for-1.
I think the overgreed coming through from GAM on the repeat dive, they've gotten away. They should have just looked for the resets, but instead they try and go one more. Supa comes out with a kill, and Mirwin is chasing these GAM members right the way home.
But still comfortable enough here. Down about 10 CS though, so falling a little bit behind is Alvaro and Supa trying to get this wave pushed up, crashed into the tier 1 turret. Alvaro caught by the grand entrance, so a little bit of damage going to find its way into the health bar as he's down to 300.
At the moment, the CS lead working out well for them. It's just when you look at that top side, Kiaya going to have a lot of pressures. Elio just goes in for a sec.
Yeah, it looks like Elio's just trying to annoy them, stop the backs, but he is now pretty low on HP, down to 200, gets out of the way of the
jungler here pretty quick.
Yeah, Elio also making his way up here. All right, Mirwin is in some trouble. Tries to get the bounce away. Nicely done. Flashes over the wall just in time to avoid the knockup from the grand entrance.
Yeah, it's nice for him too.
And that's why I think the dive actually was quite good for GAM, because they got double DP out, they got first blood. Yes, you trade a kill, but overall they went out pretty heavily on the map, and Smolder's in a good spot now.
Ooh, nice dredge line there coming out from Alvaro. Elio has to flash away, but it still don't matter. That's Yone, baby. That's why you ban him. Nicely done. The fate sealed might have missed, but Frescowi recognizing he can still flash forward for the last little bit of damage.
Frescowi is also going to feel so good. Easy Love getting pretty low here. You can see MDK are thinking about, do we want to actually go for the wraparound dive? Alyoya and Alvaro in the spot to do it, and if he is caught window shopping.
Oh, that was so
I cannot
close.
believe he didn't flash that. That was like explosions. He just walked away.
Oh, his sunglasses were on in that one, man. He was just walking
just the
right
visor,
on out.
the helmet comes down.
Things going good for MDK right now. Up 1 kill, up a little bit of gold, but the 3 Void Grubs is the best part so far. But Levi has stolen away the enemy red buff. Alvaro flashing over the wall to chase him here. Levi now critically low, has to try to get away. Flashes over the wall himself. Going to be protected by his support, but he will not be protected enough. Levi's got no way home except in a body bag. Nicely done from MDK, but they aren't done yet. Emo's your next target. 3v1. Akali popping the smoke, trying to get away from this one. Emo firing back with a 5-point strike, but there ain't nothing
really playing
else.
strong, can start carrying some of these games. You never know how far you can go, even though you're in a bad spot right now.
All right, we've got the gank squad coming up. Alvaro and Alyoya ready to make this dive happen on Kiaya, who eats the sweet spot on the Mega Inferno Bomb. It's so easy for Alyoya to follow it up with the Twisted Advanced Bramble Smash to secure the kill. Nicely done. MDK with a 4-1 lead.
Feeling threats, but MDK really in control, feeling comfortable thus far.
Really mean a whole lot of anything. That's pretty much the only thing GAM have acquired this entire game. You can see total gold on the left side of your screen. It is the carries of MDK leading the charge, and it's about to get even worse. Fate sealed and dredge line again. It's Alvaro setting things up for Frescowi, but they just barely don't have enough damage. It's getting kind of low here.
Yeah, and Kiaya does still have the ulti available, so Mirwin has to be a little bit careful. Right. You know, if you get tagged by a couple more spells, you might actually be able to look for the all-in. I mean, one more Q, a W, and an ult, you could actually die here. So Mirwin just trying to push out that wave, but this is getting a bit dicey.
Yep, the plan all along was to try to bait him in for the Maokai. The Mega Inferno Bomb even made its way up there, but flap, Kiaya takes him out. He knows there's no way back to safety. The only way home is through a gray screen, and Kiaya with the execution gets the outplay. Mirwin way overplays his hand.
Push there, really wanted to be able to make it crash. Gives over an easy one to Kiaya, and the fact that he didn't even get a single auto on him for a trade kill means it's an execute.
GAM, but yeah, as you say, the tower taking, the gold's still going to be there, and the fact you're still investing a lot more time from GAM onto this bottom side sets up mid.
All right, they want to go in after Easy Love here. He commits the Killer Instinct pretty early, pops both Summoner spells as well. Honestly, kind of surprised that Easy Love wanted to spend everything there, considering it was just, right? You don't get anything immediately, but here in a couple of minutes, you're going to see some dividends. As now, they're looking to see another kill. Emo trying to get himself away, but the Wombo combo, man, immediately the Nature's Grasp. Mega Inferno Bomb Fate sealed one after the other after the other. And right now, it is Mad's game. And GAM are just living in it.
Yeah, you can see it in the Mastercard lane economy snapshot, but it might be about to change. As Mirwin will just hop away. But still, it's just good moves around the map from MDK. Yes, they will lose mid-turret, but they've got so much gold, and also the inhibitor turret as well.
It's not even 15 minutes, bro. They broke the base.
Isn't MDK usually the up?
2.5k gold lead for MDK, though. They have been punishing these side lanes so effectively with that Zigzal. I mean, Supa is really strong at this point, already up 1k, and that Zigzal hurts.
I also think this is just, oh, hang on, here we go.
Okay. Elyoya and Alvaro find Elio in the brush, but that's not really the target you want to engage on. They don't really have a whole lot of vision on the rest of GAM.
Yeah, Mirren, Megan are about to tick out, but this is a significantly cleaner version.
Oh, they're
of the
TPing,
TP
we're gonna
behind.
fight.
Yeah, we got the TP going in as Elio engages with the quickness. Mom swoops in. Alvaro's the first to die as Elio grabs the kill. Emo versus Supa off to the side is another shutdown going the way of GAM. Elyoya in the middle of everybody, flashes back over the wall into the bot side. River trying to use the Bramble Smash to get himself away as Emo's going to be cleaned up by Mirwin, and now another one killed on GAM's side. Elyoya so incredibly low, but he goes back in. Levi still takes him out. Mirwin's about to go Mega. Nari slams that Wukong back into the wall. And GAM drops to the power of the Gnar. Mirwin showing up big with a triple.
GAM tried everything there, and it looked dicey for a second for MD.
Emo on the side does catch on to Supa, but the Gnar, the Yone are largely untouched, are doing so much damage. You know, Levi's flashing over the wall
Again,
again.
moment for GAM, so it may not be working out for them in game number 1, but MDK definitely going to be wary of it as this series goes on.
All right, Levi gets caught here by the twisted advance, and now Alvaro again just ready to keep him locked up with the dredge line. Maokai ulti coming through too. Supa backs up. He knows that Levi's only potential play here would be to try to jump onto him and find some burst, but it ain't gonna happen. MDK up 5,000 gold 17 minutes into the game, and they might just take a tier 2 down here in bottom lane and build it even further. Another nice engage from Alvaro. They get the kill on Kiaya through the flash anyway. Elio's way too late to try to save anybody, and GAM is absolutely shattered.
To access these side lanes. This is a very clean map state from MDK stage once again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, players love to talk about how much you can actually learn at a tournament like this, and to be able to see, you know, some of that development here live on stage is awesome. MDK also picking up so many of those luxury items that are going to deny any possible comeback from GAM. There's double locket. There's a Seekers on the Ziggs. They're going to go for the H.
Ooh, Supa with the flash away to deny the quickness. Alvaro keeping Levi zoned out here as well as Mirwin makes his teleport into the fight. The satchel charge secures the destruction of, remember, this is the second tier 3 turret destroyed in the GAM base. That first one up in the top lane was destroyed 5 minutes ago. The Akali smoke has to be used here as Supa now with no flash left to try to get away. Killer Instinct jumps in from Easy Love with the Fate Seal coming back from Frescow. He's found his way onto Kiaya, now looking to tear him apart instead. Kiaya's first to die. Easy Love's gonna be killed. A nice stasis from Supa to survive the dive in from Emo, who's still trying to go back in for him. Finds the kill finally, but he's gonna trade his own life back for it anyway. 3 dead on GAM for only Supa on MDK. They are pushing straight for the throat.
Miro was just in the base the entire time clearing out these minions, and now it's just a red carpet, and it's GAM's blood that they're walking over.
It's Elio and Levi trying to stop the game from ending just barely 20 minutes in. Levi's about to die, and Elio can't do a thing about it. MDK still got a couple of minions left. They have the next wave marching up. It's a couple seconds on Easy Love and Kiaya, but the turrets are already gone. MDK are on to the Nexus. GAM will try and fight, but try as they might, they'll say goodnight.
One there, as Elyoya potentially going to sneak around here on mid lane.
All right, let's see if he can find a whole lot of success with it. Emo flashing now, Vault Breaker collides, there's your charm. There's your Orb of Deception. There's your first blood for MDK.
A nice job from Elyoya and Frescow. They just wait for so long in all that CC, so they force out that early flash from Emo. And when you're on this Vi, you can just basically sucker punch with that quick Q, so you kind of have to burn it early, but Easy Love.
Meanwhile, the 2v2 in the bottom lane. Easy Love having to pop the barrier down to 150 HP. Wants to get back away, trying to bait him in a little bit further because Levi is also down here. Levi going to encounter Elyoya in the jungle now. It is a level 4 Wukong, +1 level advantage against Elyoya, trying to force him all the way back. Gets the flash out of the Vi. So GAM gonna come out on top for now, but Supa's ready to keep the chase going. Easy Love down to just a sliver of HP. Supa continuing to try to chase him around, find that last hit. There it is, nice kill coming out for Supa. He no longer has his flash, but he still has a barrier. Elio chasing after him. Levi is here, surely Supa dies on this one. I don't really know why you would use the barrier there. Feels like just a waste of a summoner spell when you're guaranteed to die. Ends up being a 1-for-1.
But still, at the end of the day, good things here for MDK. Especially where the kills are going. Again, they have a kill on the Ahri, a kill on the Xayah.
Solo laners take over to level 6, things like the Void Grubs. Elyoya is down on this bottom side, and at least in LEC we did see a shift from Voids to Dragons, but Play boss.
Levi.
Yeah, Levi's ready to join this 2v2, make it an unfair fight. Supa trying to get back away. Nice use of the feathers there for the root. Now Elyoya ready for the counter punch. MDK got to be careful about this one. Alvaro jumping right back in, but a nice couple of punches nearly takes out Easy Love.
Another root.
Elyoya grabbing the kill on that one, but Supa also drops. 80 carry for 80 carry so far. Elyoya continuing the scrap with Levi. Nice vault breaker as Levi's got to try to stay alive. He hits level 6. He goes back in for the Cyclone. You got to be kidding me! Levi makes it a jungler for jungler trade as well. Now both supports the only
I think
two.
he was hoping to clean it out so then there wasn't any pressure of maybe Alvaro going underneath the tower with exhaust and charm, and then Supa even being able to reset tower aggro with his own ultimate, but just with the pressure coming through from Supa meant he couldn't fully clear it out. But yeah, Elio's joining him in the bottom side. He needs to be careful of Elyoya on this top end.
Both junglers are here. They engage first on Mirwin, who flashes away from the first cast of the Cyclone. Kiaya having already used the slicing Maelstrom.
Does MDK don't look like they feel very confident to go for any sort of play, and Levi, 8 seconds left on that ultimate. This could be a game changer.
Oh, a TP's also going to come in from MDK. Immediately the engage, but the counterattack coming in from Elio with a Magnet Storm into the crash down. The clone takes most of the damage as Levi tries to get himself back away over the wall here with the Blast Cone. Keep your eyes on Easy Love. Bullet time flies out, but it doesn't find a whole lot for Scowy getting the kill on Elio. But now Elyoya's down to 200 HP. Levi grabbing the kill on Elyoya. Easy Love's going to drop next. A double kill back to Frescowy. MDK getting themselves. Levi and the rest of GAM now stepping up. Levi wants to try to steal one of them away, but you already got 4 grubs now for MDK. Alvaro finding the knock-up, immediately followed by the charm. A lot of damage for MDK onto the support, but a beautiful bullet time. Emo grabbing the kill on Supa. That's another one traded back, though, onto Elio. Slicing Maelstrom in the middle of everybody. Elyoya about to die, will not get enough damage back into the cannon as Frescowy has to get away towards the tier 1 turret. MDK...
And they should be able to grab the Herald.
Yeah, MDK a little bit late to this, but you can see on the face of the GAM coaching staff how stressful it is. This game could be their last one at the world stage, but yeah, at least you're denying it though in the grand scheme of things, because the push is not there in the lane. So honestly, a bit of a win for GAM.
Emo getting away from another attempt of the Vi-Ahri combo. One thing that I do want to point out here, unless this turns into a fight, good awareness, good instinct there from Easy Love, ulting that wave, getting rid of it, because you could see how many MDK players were looking for a dive if that wave would have stayed.
Don't have another ulti though, and Elyoya's behind him.
Still though, when you look at the Wukong, Levi down, taking the first dragon of the game in 50 minutes, and now that's Easy Love gone.
Yeah, there, Easy Love tried to flash away from it, but he's already dead before the TP can arrive and try to save him. Elyoya wants to vault break back up the wall, I would think. Jumps back into the tri-brush where Alvaro is waiting to protect him. Meanwhile, Supa just given free firing time onto the turret. They'll take this tier 1 while Levi secures the Drake.
I mean, credit to Easy Love for realizing that they were there the first time and ulting, but then he shouldn't be standing there the second time. It cost his team the TP. Levi looking for the 1v1 against Mirwin, won't be able to kill him, so it means that even more gold already, so he's been shadowing this Yone for quite some time, and Frescowy is going to have to respect this, but Alvaro has read the play. He's down there in time to protect any sort of threat and dive.
Emo and Elio just going to continue pushing up there as Kiaya goes in for the slicing Maelstrom, immediately bursting through about 75% of Mirwin's HP. And you know that Levi has the damage to get rid of that last little bit. There's your stun. And again, it's now 6 kills for Levi out of the 7 total on GAM. The Wukong continues to pile up the money.
And this ultimate from the MF being using the wave every time is kind of denying MDK their answer on the map. You can see Elyoya was trying to move into position to look for a potential dive, but now the wave is gone. They'd already shoved in that bot side, so there's nothing they can do. So GAM, they get the kill and they get a tower. So powered by AWS, how close this game is right now. And I do think Levi just having one ultimate could be the difference maker to take down MDK, but a good fight where you're able to set up for Supa, where Frescowy can get access to Easy Love, I think that could be disaster for GAM.
Oh. Hold on now, Alvaro might be in a little bit of danger here. There's your Magnet Storm with Levi following it up with the Cyclone, but he's already been exhausted, so we won't find a ton of damage here at the very start. Alvaro barely staying alive. The exhaust kept him breathing, but now Mirwin's got to try to get away. Fate sealed right through the uprights. Not going to find anything with that one. Kiaya misses everything as well. GAM threw it all down the sink, and now MDK might have a chance to hit back. Frescowy throws out the charm, but Elio sidesteps it. MDK, get away.
Yeah, nicely done by MDK on the disengage. GAM just kind of threw everything out there. And with Levi forcing out the exhaust early, Supa could be in some trouble, but...
Oh, he's feeling good. Levi, remember, has no Cyclone. MDK knows that GAM spent most of their resources trying to make that collapse.
Yeah, but I mean, with the just getting a little bit over-eager, saying, hey, maybe we can find a play right now, you throw everything out, nothing hits, it means another objective here for MDK.
Yeah, you can see the stress that they're under as they're just crumbling all around them. In fact, GAM are actually going to go up in towers off this play. They've been able to hold on to mid, and the pick plays playing off of this Ahri haven't really worked out. So at the moment, like, you look at the goal to the top of your screen, it is dead even and playing mid.
Well, it might not be dead even after this. Super pops the ulti, tries to get away, but Easy Love has his number. Elyoya now the target. GAM.
Even for Supa, so he's going to go down there. They do find the pick. And again, that's both summoners down. You know, sometimes you just have to kind of take the loss when you realize you get caught out there, because that is so punishing. It's all about the next play now, as equalizer are going to be dropped to just try to clear this one out.
Oh, but the dive is coming in from GAM. The bullet time over the top of the slicing Maelstrom. They're going to find 2 more kills on Alvaro and Elyoya. Fresskowy and Mirwin trying to get something back, and that something will be Elio. So they at least get a little bit of a trade in return.
The only downside is they didn't get that tower, but GAM definitely still fighting in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, Alvaro didn't even get to move for the 5v5. You're not going to win a game through sides, you know, with Ahri Rumble, and we'll see if they can find a pick here.
Oh, Emo wants to get all the way away with a fade sealed, but immediately the Vi jumps in. Meanwhile, down to the bottom lane, Mirwan's about to be taken out by Kiaya as the Yone is shut down back in top. It's a 1-for-1 on opposite sides of the map.
This is kind of what I wanted to see from MDK. I think this is nice. Threatening Baron, so it makes it very difficult for MDK to set up everything that they want on this play.
I mean, talking about turrets, it's not just mid lane. MDK have only claimed a single turret so far this game. Makes it very difficult to play the map when there's still all of these obnoxious checkpoints for your opponents to play around and retreat. One in the bottom lane continues between Kiaya and Fresskowy, both of which have their Unleashed teleports ready to go, and both of which are level 16 with flashes also available. Immediately, Alvaro getting jumped on, but he tries to turn it back around. A nice engage here with a quickness, and Levi's the first to die. GAM's in a bad spot as Fresskowy makes his entry into the fight, and now they're going in, trying to find the last little bit of damage onto Easy Love, but it ain't gonna work. Elyoya's already dead, and Elio's grabbing the kill. GAM doing a good job fighting back after losing their jungler. They actually come out on top, and MDK loses 2. Elio down to 200 HP, but he continues his retreat.
Nice fight, though, from Fresskowy. He saved that fight, getting in the backline, landing the charm on Easy Love, pushing him out, and Emo even turned around, tried to land the Faded Seal. That was a whiff. So MDK, yes, they do lose extra man on the fight, but they win out in the HP. They push back GAM. They take the mid tier 1. I mean, you need to play off CC from your team. The Cannon ult is going to set up CC. You have Rel to set up CC. You have the Cyclone to set up CC. Like, you can use it as a
on top of us, and my ultimate's probably going to be melee ultimate anyway, so getting value for that and setting up for Fresskowy, I think it's a good adaptation.
Alvaro popping the quickness. They put a little bit of damage into Elio, but they don't want to overcommit immediately, though. GAM jumps in with a fade seal. That one's going to do the trick. Mirwan will be the second to die right after Alvaro. GAM's already grabbed 2. Make it 3 as Supa is caught out, beat down. Fresskowy and Elyoya trying to get themselves away. GAM just got 3 for free. Levi leads the charge. Fresskowy's got to try to use the Spirit Rush to get away. They'll keep on chasing him. All they got to do is keep him out. As soon as that ulti expires, it is far too dangerous for the Ahri to go anywhere near the Baron pit.
And they had Ward on Elyoya walking towards the bottom side, so they know there is no contest whatsoever here. GAM gonna grab the Baron. And I love the confidence from Elio there, not just using the crash down to retreat in a situation like that, realizing his team is in a spot to reinforce. He just turns what looked like an MDK pick into one for himself, starts the team.
Okay, we gotta win, we gotta win. It ain't over until the Nexus explodes, boys.
Yeah.
GAM pushing forward towards that objective right now. Bullet time, just getting rid of 75% of the Hex Flash over the wall. Ready to pounce on anybody from MDK who might be
an 85% win rate nearly for him on this pick. It's been such a name state for him, and the fact
5 seconds left on the Baron buff. Elio with a quick Shattering Strike there onto Alvaro as MDK push into enemy territory. They want to full send it here maybe. Fresskowy making a TP deep behind. A beautiful charm into Easy Love. He pops both summoner spells trying to get away and immediately fires back with a bullet time. Easy Love on a rampage. Alvaro is down. Elyoya trying to get away, but it ain't going to work. Levi goes back over the wall to escape the equalizer, and Supa tries to stay alive. Mirwan and Fresskowy can't get anything done here. Supa's still trying to get the kill on Elio. He knows there's no way out, and Elio just lets the turret shoot him to pieces.
Levi was a hero in that play. The dive had come through to try and pick off Easy Love, but the Cyclone interrupts the dive from Alvaro, denies the CC chain, and GAM rally back and beat off MDK.
Fresskowy tries to get away now. wants to escape with a Q3 from the Yone is way too much. Levi's got the extra damage. 4 kills in total for GAM, but GAM caught him.
Yeah, they caught him there. Able to punish them big time as GAM is going to be able to well in these fights. They have the 4 fully completed items. They are very, very strong. They just have to be able to perfectly execute.
But Fresskowy and Elyoya are coming around for a pincer attack. MDK looking for their chance to maybe punish GAM here.
Oh,
GAM trying to back up as a group. Alvaro jumps in, but Elyoya's got to be careful about this. He's trying to scrap with the Yone. They chunk him down by about half, but a Magnet Storm onto Elyoya. GAM sees the opportunity, kill the enemy jungler. Levi's going to keep everybody else busy. Bullet time comes through over the top. Fresskowy into the back line, look for Emo, but he ain't going to be able to find it. The fate seals his fate indeed. Kiaya keeps going forward. A nice stasis to make sure that he doesn't die. Alvaro at about 50 HP. Kiaya is down. MDK at least get that one. Supa and Alvaro both barely clinging to life, but them surviving might be the difference between the game ending and not.
Exactly, it's in the enemy jungle here, and we'll see if Mirwin can find some sort of a miracle play, but no equalizer.
No equalizer for Mirwin, no smite for MDK. That Drake goes the way of GAM, and MDK can't say a thing about it.
I think MDK were hoping
a control ward of his own to clear that out. GAM with that Cloud Soul that you already touched on earlier, Azael, for Wukong, for Kennen.
Alone.
For the Rel, it's so powerful. Fresskowy now gonna be caught out. Kiaya stunning him up. Fate sealed, ain't gonna find the extra little bit of damage, the extra little bit of range, but it does not matter. The monkey's got a stick and he's jumping over the wall to beat you to death with it. Fresskowy dead for 50 seconds. That's barren for GAM.
MDK needs some sort of miracle, but GAM, they're turning immediately over towards the objective.
Oh, Emo immediately jumping in. The Rumble is already down. GAM has found their angle. Supa with a Feather Storm finds a nice opportunity. If only they weren't so far behind. Emo getting the kill on Alvaro. Elyoya just going to be annoyed to death by Elio, and GAM should be able to win the game right here.
You can never discount the VCS. They always come in punching well above their weight class, and now as they start to look at that base, Emo wants to tear it all down.
Emo's just standing here waiting for the minions. He went to the base first, he'll clear out the wave. Everybody else will take their victory march down mid lane. This game was dead even for 30 minutes. These teams traded blow for blow, but we are not gonna see the VCS go quietly into the night. We are not gonna see a 2-0 series. We're going to game number 3.
Mega Gnar available from here.
Alvaro trying to make his way down to the tier 1 turret. Level 2, he's got the dredge line to make his way there a little bit faster. He is 1v4. He flashes forward to try to lock up Elio for the last turret shot, but it ain't gonna work. Levi's gonna take an extra little bit of damage here too. Mirwin arrives, but it's not worth a whole lot. He's still pretty low. He tries to jump back over. They tank the turret beautifully with Kiaya. GAM has 3 men at death's door, but it's MDK who with this wave crashing into the turret, if Mirwin would have got dove, that's just kind of the end of the game for him. So you got to make sure you're shadowing that. Got to make sure you're keeping the guy protected. Alvaro.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, he missed the dredge line onto the terrain. Alvaro does not have flash either. He already used it in the bottom lane. Dive.
What is going on? We started off.
Now, this could be a good start, though, as Easy Love has an idea that something could be going on, but gonna get the bad news.
Nice, dredge line finds him, MDK. They at least force the flash out of the AD carry for GAM, but now Elio's made his way down as well. There is no flash on this support. He is gonna die again. Elio gets it. They charm up Supa, but he's ready to try to get away. Fresskowy's joined the fight, and he goes in for the fade seal. They get one back. MDK is on the board, makes it an even trade.
And GAM still coming out, though, on top, because look at top lane. Mirwin about to fall. Levi's gonna finish him off. Mirwin
with the flash out, man. You're dead to rights.
You can look at Kiaya in the player cam. This man is very happy. Levi is very happy, and I think for GAM, so much control over this lane against the Yone.
And they need to play for every single objective, right? You need to say, okay, MDK, you don't want to fight us now? Guess what? We take every neutral on the map. We play for 6 scrubs. We stack dragons. We threaten soul. And we try to put you in a position where you can't just AFK farm until you're in a good spot with your comp, and you can then try to fight.
And that's why I think the fact that the resets have already come through for MDK are pretty clutch. 15 seconds until the next Void Groves. First item completion for Elyoya. But maybe they can try and find something back here, but already Mirwin on this bottom half of the map.
By the head, he hasn't been able to put it together.
Kiaya hasn't reset. He's been hiding off of vision this entire time, looking for the Kaisa on the backside.
Alvaro gets charmed up, gonna take a little bit of damage here from Emo and Elio. Fourth grub already secured by GAM. Elyoya and Alvaro still thinking about maybe making their entry into the top side river. Fifth grub goes over to GAM. Smite still available for Levi. Smites that one down. All 6 grubs, no fight from MDK.
Yeah, at the very least, they didn't fully overcommit because Mirwin was getting plates in bot side. He got the push in. He's closed that CS gap quite a bit.
That timing window.
Yeah, and I think what they were trying to do was similar to what they did in the first game. Even if you don't get a kill there, you're hoping you force cleanse. You're hoping you force flash, but Elyoya might have to flash himself. No, he's going to be okay. No. They didn't continue the trace. But, I don't think we've seen a single Void Grub spawn until just now as Kia is going to be able to actually get towards that bottom side. They hadn't been able to get access to the towers, but now with Kia hitting that bot lane tower, they showed mid. So now this tower is pretty much just gone. Levi's in the area. It's going to be very tough for Mirwin to defend this.
And that's why I think GAM, yes, they could move up towards the Rift Herald, but the fact that you've got TP on Mirwin still maybe putting a little bit of anxiety in their step, as they don't want to fully play into a 4v5 with the TP advantage for MDK. But I think for GAM, you're happy as long as you can keep the wave shoved in.
Oh, nice use of the Glacial Fissure there, but it ain't going to be enough. MDK in the 2v2 getting a kill for themselves, finally striking back against GAM. But all the meanwhile, bottom lane, they get that tier 1 turret for Kiaya.
Yeah, Elio has been really haphazard with his Braum shields. Like, he's been jumping in and just denying Qs for last hits on minions and things like this. And in this situation, it was a great buffer as we're going to see Supa.
Oh, easy love! He's taking down Supa! Flexing those muscles, stepping up when he absolutely needs to, getting another kill for MDK.
Big step up for the MDK bot lane. First the kill, and then Supa seeing his moment to get that pick. Desperate gold needed for MDK and some control on the map as well, but GAM back out onto it, looking at this Rift Herald.
All right, Alvaro getting back away here as Elyoya secures the next blue buff for himself. Elio and Levi both continuing to move forward, sit down some vision a little bit, now rotate back over to the mid lane to take out this tier 1 turret. Remember, the plates are gone. A Demolish proc's gonna do some good damage. Elyoya scoots in just in time to try to keep the turret protected, but the burn will take it anyway. Now Paranoia's popped off, and it looks like Alvaro could be in some trouble. The Fear Tether procs, they're trying to save him with the Glacial Prison, but it won't matter. Kiaya gets the kill on Alvaro, and now with a 5v4 and Rift Herald alive, it's control over the top side of the map for GAM.
There's the pick, though.
Kiaya going between worlds. Supa gets caught for a second. The weirding still hits him. A little bit more damage is all it takes, and Kiaya gets the kill. Nearly dies, but close ain't good enough. Easy Love getting away from Mirwin in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the 2v2, 3v2 back in the mid lane. Frescowi trying to reset his position. The Fate Shield ain't gonna work. He goes unstoppable, but does he have the damage? No, he doesn't. It's more kills for GAM.
Oh, the Supa overextends on the mid wave as well. It's just these small errors that are being punished by GAM extraordinarily well.
Okay, so for MDK,
you're about to extend that gold lead even more, so I feel like compositional advantages don't really matter at all with this sort of a lead, so MDK are going to have to find some way to slow the pace of
parries, but if you overextend, like here, for example, if Elyoya could find a big ultimate on towards Easy Love, suddenly that slows that pace down and buys that time you need.
All right, Rift Herald summoned up in the mid lane. MDK trying to make a play for the tier 1 turret. Mirwin with a flash out, does not want to be caught there with the last hit. The winner's bite as Emo and Levi jump in, but Levi might just get punished. A beautiful Glacial Fissure trying to keep the jungler alive. Levi barely surviving, a little bit more damage from the Glacial Prison. Just might kill him off, but Kiaya is already on a rampage. Frescowi is down. Levi and Elio going to be traded, though, as now it's dead bodies on both sides. 3 dead for MDK. It's about to be 4. Mirwin wants to fight back, but a little bit more damage as the spears start flying and the lions start dying. It's a triple for the Aurora, for Kiaya, further and further out of their control now with over a 5,500 gold lead for GAM.
I mean, just look at the items. You're comparing the top lane items here on both sides. You're comparing the mid lane items on both sides. The gap is massive. Supa is still strong, but it's the soul laners that are going to be such an issue here between these two squads.
Hold on now. He tries to get away, but Mirwin is still caught. The Fear Tether still finds its mark, and a Glacial Fissure looking for 2 more. As GAM are not yet done. A charm immediately forcing out the cleanse from Supa. GAM will not get an additional kill on top of the pick they find on Mirwin, but they force out some summoners. They force MDK back out of their own side of the blue jungle.
And when their tournament lives are on the line, you're seeing that experience, that veterancy on this world stage step up for GAM. Kiaya doing amazing, Levi following up so well. They're picking off these members of MDK who now have to try and find some sort of success here in this game, but GAM are butchering them where they stand.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, you can see Frescawi was pushing through bot side, doesn't have the confidence to stay around and try to actually finish off that tower. Now they're looking for Supa, who has no cleanse.
All right, that was a little out of control there for GAM. They're way committing to try to find the kill on Supa. Instead, Elio now going to be punished. He'll be killed off. Elyoya's down to 100 HP, but he ain't dead yet. Easy Love trying to get back away from Frescawi. He goes in for the Fade Sealed. He goes too far. The turret shot will not be enough to kill him. A beautiful shutdown coming out from Mirwin. Easy Love's looking to grab one back. Mirwin at 100 HP. Kiaya has made his way into the fight now as Alvaro tries to lock down Easy Love. Supa's been killed by Easy Love. Just when it looked like MDK might have got something, it ends up trading even.
And hasn't that been the story this game? Every time MDK try and set up, there is a brick wall in GAM waiting for them, saying you will not go further. This is the end for you. And GAM turn over towards a dragon as just another cherry on top.
It's a good little punish on the initial play, though, as Elio was kind of going too far. They're over.
MDK's only chance is this marksman. It is this player that you're talking about, was what they were focusing on back during their wins in play-ins. If Supa can't do it, nobody can. Alvaro now might be caught out as GAM again hard forced their way into the jungle of MDK for yet another kill on Alvaro.
Well, this is so problematic because they spent nothing to get that kill, so now they're going to be able to start the Baron. They still have all their tools to turn here. Aurora ult is available, so is Nocturne ult, so is Ariel.
Mirwin has the Narbar. He's ready to go in. Everybody is stuck in the pit. GAM going across worlds to try to find their way into the fight now, but Elio's already almost dead. Levi jumping into the back, looking to kill Supa, but he ain't going to find enough damage here just yet. Mirwin's still taking a ton as Easy Love goes on a rampage. Now Elyoya's going to try to get away, but Levi's ready to flash over the wall to slow him down. The fear is here. Goodbye, Sejuani. Another kill for Easy Love. GAM
get pushed off, but they just go right back to it after the kills. Alvaro, hook goes wide. Supa trying to come in. Frescawi, no ultimates.
Emo, running interference. Baron down to about 4,000. They've also got a Callista. It should be an easy secure. It's going to be secured by Levi. But what about the fight? Frescawi's got the chance to go huge here, but he ain't going to find it. Another death for Alvaro. Everybody on GAM still alive.
Well, we'll see if MDK can find that slim opportunity.
Gentlemen, we've got a 7-0-8 Aurora. We've got a 7-2-7 Callista on the side of GAM. We've still got 80 seconds left on the Baron. Plus 2,000 gold on that already. And the Soul will spawn right before the Baron dissipates. So GAM should have total control over Summoner's Rift for the entirety of the timer leading up to it. They're shoving down the bottom lane now. They're pushing towards the tier 3 turret in the bottom lane.
They're just going to give it. Mirwin's not coming.
Yeah, Mirwin not there. He's just trying to get something back at the tier 2. Frescawi going in for an ulti. The turret's probably going to die before the TP even completes. They're going between worlds. Levi diving into the back. If they find Supa, the game's going to be over right there. And immediately Emo jumps in. Easy Love is dominating. 3 dead on MDK. The final fight will not even be one. GAM just run him over. The TP to guarantee the minions stay alive. Mirwin and Elyoya will try as valiantly as they might to defend, but the turrets are already gone. Vietnam still has some fight left in them, and they will eliminate MDK from Worlds 2024.